Hi, I'm Christine, and today's video is super exciting because it's a tool to help makers, artists, teachers, and students, any creatives really. So the software essentially is a powerhouse for generating project ideas. Hi, I'm Christine, and my channel is all about creating fun and creative wearable projects, things that you can make. I've also written a book about wearable technology, which is available at all good bookstores. So thanks for joining me, and I'd like to show you a demo of the software. So if we have a look, this is the software launched, and it's the Maker-O-Matic 3000. So it's something I was working on to just help my own creative practice and generate random ideas and suggestions and prompts and things like that. I definitely keep my stuff written in my notebooks, but I thought it would be great if I could just have a program to help generate these projects for me. That's what this program will do. So this first look is called our retro look. We have different themes. You can click the theme button just at the top here, and that will change the different theme that you can look at. So just depending on what you like. And there's also a little size toggle if the font is a little too small or if you just want a more comfortable view. And so from here, you would choose how many components. 5 is the default. You can add as many or as few as you like. And then when you hit generate random, it will select 5 components from the database of components. Now, these are components that I have pulled in from my little maker shop, Tinker Tailor. And if it is something that I am stocking, it'll have a little TT beside it. It will generate your 5 items. If there's an item you don't like or you don't want to use, you can just click on remove and that will remove that item. And for example, you can add a new sensor if you want, add a new output device if you want, or you can just keep generating. Now, if items in stock, if there is more than 60% of the items that it is something I do sell, you can then actually go and order this as a kit straight from Tinker Tailor. So what's exciting is you can save it as a project. So it might be my new project. And then you can write your ideas and notes. So maybe you follow one of the prompts from it. You can generate different types of ideas, challenges, materials, and so on. So you can just kind of keep refreshing that. So maybe I'm going to choose use recycled materials. I might pop it down here to use recycled. And then I'm going to save the project. From there, you can load projects if you want. Or, so these are the ones you've done, or you can export it to PDF. Now, this is super exciting for teachers. So if you're a teacher and you've generated a project that you think would be really amazing for your students, if you export it to PDF, your students would then be able to use this as a guide, for example. So here's my new project. Getting that saved. And then when you open that PDF, you can now see you've got your project that you've created with this program. It's got little tick lists for the components that you would use for this project, a little reminder for essential items. Quite often I forget things like my resistors or my switches and so on. So just a little reminder, and then your project notes. There's also a little page at the back for your sketches and diagrams. We've also got a handbook that goes with the program, and in that handbook, there's loads of tutorial sheets and ideas for projects that you may want to do either for yourself or with your students, which is super exciting. You can manage components, so there might be components that you use that I just haven't put in the system. Believe me, there'll be a lot of components, but that's fine. We all have different things we like to use. So you can just add a new component into the system and get that saved. Your idea helpers on the little right-hand side here, I think are going to be most useful. There's some really exciting ideas in there. I'd love you to give this project a try. Have a look at the software. If it's useful or if you have suggestions, please let me know. But hopefully you will find this as useful as I do. Check out some of my creative projects because I have done a lot, and hopefully you will create a fun project. If you do, I'd love to see it linked below in the comments.